Welcome everybody to Zaboys Makes a List. I'm Chris Edwards, and today it's our maiden voyage. And so if you're kind of confused on what this is going to be, this is where we're going to take a topic, make a list about that topic, and then give it to you, the YouTube community of Zaboys Media, to dissect and tell us what we got wrong and comment below. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it because we're going after the 5 most video game things not inside their video game. The 5 best video games things not inside their video game. And so we're not talking about video game adaptations like literally the show or the movie. No, we're talking about the things inside those adaptations that make them video gaming. So things like Bob Hoskins casting in the Super Mario Brothers movie, the TNA wrestler Suicide actually being from the TNA video game first, or even Master Chief's suit in the streaming show. That's not going to be on this list. They could be. So if we missed those, comment below and tell us what we missed. So without further ado, well, wait. One more thing. This is not a top 5 list. This is not a top 5 list. This is just 5 things. So if you want us to do a top 5 list, like and subscribe. Maybe we'll get there. Okay. Enough stalling. This is the 5 best video game things not in their video game.
1. Nintendo Core. Are you asking yourself what Nintendo Core is? Well, if you aren't, I can already guess your age demographic and probably all of your Spotify playlist, but I digress. This one barely counts, but I count it anyway, as Nintendo Core was a flimsy label given to bands like Horse the Band, Sky Eats Airplane, and Enter Shikari. Basically any blend of some type of heavy music and a video game like synth. It was a moment in time that we will never get back, but I still forever remember bands like Rollo Tomasi screaming in my ears when I was 17 years old. Number 2, Johnny Cage, the nut punch in the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie. You see, I was a little young when the first Mortal Kombat movie came out, but I was nearly the perfect age for the movie when it came out, and that's where my love of Johnny Cage came from. The actor who played him just embodied the character because I had no idea who he was. So he just seemed like he could be literally any washed-up action star. This is not about him, though, as we will talk about another actor in just a moment. No, this entry is about the moment in time right here.
Let's dance.
Toasty!
Sorry.
Before this, I didn't know one of his moves was a nut shot, or maybe I didn't realize it, so this whole scene caught me by surprise. The parts that really stand out to me, though, aren't just, the funny nut punch. No. It's the amazing animatronics used to create the facial expressions and the movement of Goro. I mean, just look at this.
Sorry.
That's freaking awesome. Number 3, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. This entry is on the list for one reason and one reason only. It gave us back this Jim Carrey.
Now you have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punks?
And what I mean by this is, as a performer, Jim seemed to love being a little bit more understated in recent years. And I'm not saying that he hasn't been good, but it wasn't until Sonic that I feel he started to go full bore Carrey again. I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Do I look like an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
The facials, the commitment to the zany, and it also must be one of his favorite roles because he keeps coming back to it again and again and again. And if you look at it, that's not really common in the Jim Carrey filmography library. Number 4, Final Fantasy VII Symphony Show. Okay, so I'll have to admit that this one is a little bit of a cheat. I technically haven't experienced this like myself. I haven't seen this live, but I did watch my friends play enough Final Fantasy growing up, have talked to multiple people who saw it, and I can read. And the consensus that I've seen is that the performance, with or without visuals, is absolutely amazing. So it's on the list so that hopefully we can have more examples of video game scores being performed live by orchestras. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if there have been, in the comments below. That music in video games can honestly make or break the emergence that you have in the game, and it just adds to the art form in so many great ways. So more respect to the beauty that can be video game music. And number 5, the first-person shooter scene in the Doom movie. When I first watched this movie with my buddies back in high school, we all had to pick a character and be him throughout when we watched the movie. I was one of only 2 black guys and, the only wrestling fan in my friend group. So naturally, I was Carl Urban. But it was cool because I got to participate in the most video game of video game things to ever video game in a video game movie. So I won't bore you with plot details because who cares about the plot of the Doom movie starring The Rock? But at one point in time, Carl Urban is given a serum that makes him super strong and apparently turns the camera into a gamer's wet dream. It's amazing that it took this long into the first-person shooter craze for a movie to capture this moment so well. And the violence and jump scares, it just brings you back to sitting on your PC late at night with Pepsi's, Cheetos, and actually, I never played Doom as a kid, but that doesn't mean I still can appreciate the creativity it took to create this amazing video game movie moment. All right, and that's it. That's the list. No more can go on.
It doesn't matter what you think!
Actually, maybe it does. Like, comment, subscribe, leaving your picks of what I missed, and maybe we'll do another list down the line. I've been Chris with Zaboys Media LLC. Subscribe, and we will see you later. Stay gold, Pony Boy.